B03 wants to keep running. The side will put him down, but it only takes the Aegis the Immortal. VP.
Naku, lakad mo to tol!
Normally.
I mean, for mine, my main concern right now is that Polaris don't have an easy way to take towers. Monkey King is decent at it, and this doesn't really help, but Vic instead. I want to see what these lanes are looking like for them. So it's going to be Natsumi Monkey King into the Mars. Mavis.
Oh, no, Mavis, not like this. One more right click. Verify ain't gonna do enough for Stylus. Well, I was questioning on how he would be able to fit with MY and, you know, picking up a first blood and a second kill for MY down bottom onto the Tidehunter.
Better for MY right now.
You'd probably give the advantage to OD, right? In a lane like this?
Oh, absolutely. There's nothing that you can do. I feel like...
Sorry, has he got Soul Ring coming out on the Mars?
No.
Is Natsumi gonna end up going down? Cookie to try and reposition actually goes into Seri. They finally get the arrow afterwards, but Natsumi's gonna continue to stand his ground and attempt with the mischief, but not acute enough play to turn it onto Stylus. So in the
This is exactly the start that you don't want to give over to an OD. Rubik just sending his courier out there, sitting in the middle of the lane.
and just giving his life away as well, and they'll get the courier too. You're more than likely giving up your early tier 1 tower mid is definitely not something you're looking to play off the back of as Polaris. And they've got 3 heroes nearby. Maybe they can play aggressive now knowing the Astral's on cooldown, but they've still got to be cautious as they turn, kill off Rubik thanks to the Astral setup. It is nonetheless a 1-for-1 trade, but MY, they have to be so happy with that considering they also got the objectives. And Natsumi has gone for a build that's going to allow him to fight early. Is once again another support breaking the smoke from Lion Axe, but they should have plenty of damage to go through on the Undying. He's still actually going to drop the Tombstone, so maybe giving MY the possibility to take this team fight, even though the Undying's already been jumped. It's going to be Xavier's getting the kill thanks to the Astral stolen.
His TP, he's going to be able to react in time to this and actually have the Arena of Blood available.
Look at Lion Axe's positioning once again. They were trying to avoid the Undying. They'll still run into the Wraith King at the same time. That's a beautiful ultimate from Natsumi. So be able to kill off the first life and now also kill with the Tombstone afterwards to sit up. But BB's going to jump. The arrow just clipping the Snapfire at the moment, but it still looks like a fight that Polaris can turn it back around until Seri shows up. He drops the Arena, but simultaneously forced, using the Ravage to hold back MY. BB's going to end up going down, but it's just Force and Xavier's left standing here at the moment as a duo core from MY continuing to battle it out. Force needing a little bit more damage on Seri. Spear up in a couple of seconds. Pogo away. Mars will survive. And now KMP, meanwhile, almost crits down Xavier's. The help of the Flesh Golem, giving him that extra little bit of survivability. But the Radiant respawns. I mean, Lion Axe is already back alive. And I look to provide some assistance. KMP, get out to dodge. So, it's the life of position 5.
He is making them make the right plays at the right time. Always in the right position to start these team fights on the Undying.
Gonna disrupt the combo, Seri. Spear pushes him down to the low ground, now with the Boundless as well to set up for all the AoE damage. The artillery raining down Hellfire as they'll still find a successful team fight, even though they're playing into the Aegis disadvantage. They're eyeing up Force at the moment. Mavis is behind it, but with the reposition for the Spirit, it's gonna put him too far away from the Snapfire. So a quick and easy kill from MY, getting rid of the Tidehunter. Now they're also eyeing up Mavis as well. KP continuing to run deeper and deeper under these towers. Still got the Cookie on cooldown, so an easy double kill.
Skeleton's soaking up a lot of those tower hits. There's just so many things about Wraith King that are stupid, basically. Like, you can do almost everything in this game. You got a stun, you got survivability, you've got control, you've got pushing power, you've got insane damage. Pretty damage.
They might actually take the fight, Natsumi.
That was so close.
Almost getting the tree cancelled. They're still going to zip on forward to try and deal with the first life of KMP. Knowing that the Outward Devourer is not nearby gives them a big advantage to turn it back around with the second life. And they'll use that information perfectly as Polaris.
Where MY want to be too split up. I think they need to start balling up soon.
BB again, trying to find the setup. Mavis doesn't get the cancellation in time, but they've still got the Ravage to rock and roll with. But there's no extra damage follow-up as Natsumi finds a spear before the Ravage, so they're going to cancel out the Monkey's damage. And now with the advantage that MY have next to their tower, they've got the numbers just to overwhelm Polaris, and simultaneously, we've got a separate fight breaking out where we see the Mirana fall along with Xavius.
We would have given it to Seri just because being able to lock down 2 targets
Bottom
so
lane.
incredibly impactful.
Just quick and easy pickoff. Nothing really too crazy, but KMP though is in the area, and he's got a double damage as well, so Natsumi's gonna have to stand his ground with the extra armor of the Wukongs, but Radiant again have this advantage of their location to be able to TP forward. Natsumi's not gonna be fast enough to tree dance away, so they'll cancel that opportunity. And Polaris, you do have Wukong's back up. See how they can set themselves up for the defense. Still lacking the Aghanims onto Xavius as Lelouch. Trying to start the fight, but now with the Eul set up. Lelouch, great timing with the BKB. No, now they'll turn their attention to get rid of the outward Devourer. The silence, not giving them the opportunity now to actual defensively, but the Wukongs instantly cancelled from Seri. Now the arena as well, trapping in 4. But Polaris have been able to cut down the Wraith King, but it looks like it will not matter. They can respawn afterwards and push them further and further back inside the base. Natsumi's still waiting in the tree line, finds a decent boundless strike. Polaris are going to have to play off the back of the buybacks here if they have any hope of turning this team fight back around. As they've killed off BB, now they can turn to KNP as well.
It's been pretty ballsy here. I mean, you've shown that
Let's see if they
OT's
can
up
kill him
the
the first
upside.
time. They need detection, going to come through afterwards. Now they can set up the Wukongs for the second life as well. Natsumi doesn't want to play off the back of this, but now Lelouch getting back involved as well. They'll turn, blow up the Wraith King, KMP. Oh, actually getting the BKB off. The chain control not on point for Polaris. And now they're going to be cautious because BB wants to jump in. Looks to blow up the Monkey King, but Natsumi turns it with the BKB. It's still not enough life still to keep him alive. Force also goes down.
Here to make a play
Might not be ready for
Really
this. Force. Ravage still on cooldown as well before the fight, but look at the balance, holding 2 back. They're able to lay down the Wukongs as well, but Natsumi can't get in the middle considering because of the arena. Once again, Seri's able to cancel this, and now they need to try and protect Natsumi, but to the northern side, BB souling down Lelouch. He's able to blink away. Zip, Lelouch gonna go for a TP out, no way! Astral just there from BB. That'll be enough to tick him out, and now eyes back on Natsumi. That's trying to do it all by himself, but Xavius too late to offer some protection. MY, they still have KMP with the reincarnation, so they might just think about going back up the high ground. The smoke. See how quickly they can burst down the Wraith King. He's doing his best actually. Force trying to jump at the BKB. Force, and now Force. Great use of the defensive Astral. It's going to give the Tidehunter an opportunity to reset. They still haven't brought back just yet, but maybe now they'll be forced to the spear. Finding the connection onto 2. BB's able to get the BKB off and turn it back around. The soul repeal. So much health back to Seri. 4 down, and that's all she wrote. MY taking down the team that went undefeated through the Division 2. Yes, it's game 1, but what a way to kick it off.
Trying to bait the Luna pick out and then Terrorblade him. Okay. Different.
I mean, you could still do it if you wanted to. Yeah. Instant Terrorblade as well. Like, I feel you go Dusa, you go Luna, like you're just picking up this Terrorblade. And it's a Natsumi Terrorblade. Terrorblade and Ember are going to... Oh, Xavius? Well, that's another nice first blood for MY. And BB's even going to find it as well. So...
Very squishy and needs to play around that quite long cooldown on the shield crash at level 1. It's just a battle of creep aggro basically.
That's huge. I mean, Force now kind of has to come back to soak this, but I mean, now they can just push over Xavius as he doesn't make it to the low ground. Definitely an item that I think is just kind of the flavor of the month, as we're seeing, you know, a lot since how long the patch is. Top, they got the meta and they should be able to get the kill on Seri as Mavis cuts off the retreat thanks to the Nightmare. And a good start for them. We see Natsumi sneaking his way into the top side, but that deep lane ward for Polaris have scouted this out. So at least aware that they're probably going to make it an attempt here thanks to the arena from Seri. So a spear to set up. Lucia's still going to TP in along with Mavis as well. Seri commits, but how deep has he truly committed as a Moonlight Shadow?
The rune of regeneration.
Oh, they're actually going to use this time.
Just trying to stall.
And why I say no stalling for you. We'll lift up the creep wave, continue to protect it. It's also going to help out bottom a little bit. They are stalking Lelouch at the moment. Lion Axe with the setup. Arrow connection. Is the Flame Guard absorption enough? It's not. There's BB. I mean, he's really had the name of Lelouch for the entirety of this series. 4-0 on the Lina.
You though, like DD cannot spawn in front of Roche Pit.
Well, Polaris. Now we're seeing Roche getting claimed, but maybe it's going to be the initial target off the back of the hook shot. Natsumi's nearby along with Xavius. I mean, it's an exceptional rolling thunder by the cliff, so he's able to bounce back multiple times. But the Stone Gaze not giving him the opportunity for the chain control afterwards, as now KMP's able to turn it back around. Lena's still playing off the back of the Aegis. They're almost getting rid of the first slap, but they're just lacking that control after the use of the rolling thunder. So MY, they've got the opportunity to reset as Mirana. Point blank arrow, enough to get rid of the Pangolier. So all in all,
but there's still a few key items that you need to be able to close it out.
BB. It's got Aegis for another minute 10. BKB as well for the second life. Yeah, they've got Seri TPing into the tier 3 at the moment. The rest of Radiant are moving through the river, but Medai have the Observer, so they're well aware of the positioning. Mavis, once again, the Fiend Strip's going to be cancelled. Do they have the physical damage to go through the BKB duration? Lelouch is going to try and fly over the cliff there, but still, Suri's use of the arena makes it so goddamn difficult. As Styles lands the arrow, they don't have any remnants left available as well. The Slight Chain's not lucky enough as BB trying to get away from the Centaur. Conqueror is enough. Now Xavius is in as well. Finally. They get rid of the Lina, but what price is it to pay? You lose 3, and you might even lose Xavius as well off the back of this. You got Blink up in a couple seconds, but they got the rock.
Got the Yules on Lina.
A couple leap charges. One more second. Over the tree line. He's able to get the swashbuckle out. Doesn't matter though. I'll close the distance. Great reaction from MY, and again we're seeing Seri the right place, TPing into the tier 3 tower, getting rid of the Bane's Fiends, but it just felt like we haven't seen him be able to chain control someone down through these fights.
He's going to be the one to break the smoke, and you're very happy with that. Chain TP's coming through.
Yeah, they actually want to take the fight. Lion Axe. Nice use of the hook shot. They're going to be able to catch him out, but now with the backline as well. Xavius is on top of the Lina. The Stone Gaze giving BB an opportunity to turn it back around with the BKB. And then with Natsumi on the outskirts, is unable to really utilize that heavy right-click damage. They can turn it back around. He's still got the Sunder to ready to rock and roll with, but look at the Mena slowly getting burnt away from KMP. The Mystic Snake giving a little bit more survivability back to the safety of the tier 2 tower, but Natsumi, the help of the Skadi, continue to push on further and further for more. They don't really have enough damage in the tank right now. It's just Force and Xavius that are playing their distance, looking to amplify the Terrorblade, but I mean, now Natsumi's like, all right, we're stuck around too long. We got to TP out. He'll be successful, but unfortunately, Xavius will not be as lucky. Blink up and... Okay, again, they just get the cancellation of the blink as soon as it's about to come back up.
Get enough damage from the rest of your heroes.
Gonna try and fly up to the high ground here, but the first stun from Xavius, and now he's stuck though. So has to cancel the Rolling Thunder. It's been a huge factor in these fights for Polaris, and now they won't have this in the arsenal. But Roche is slowly falling as Seri's gonna jump. Natsumi's caught on the outskirts as well, but the arena not really providing them anything as Force jumps in, looking to control the Medusa for the start of the fight here, but KMP relatively healthy. They'll turn it back on Natsumi and BKB, but he's indecisive. Now he gets turned to stone, but the blink here! Xavius, he catches the arrow. It gives Natsumi an opportunity to turn with the Sunder. What a play for the Pangolier. Keeps Natsumi alive. Now you've got the Aegis, and now you're hunting for more as well.
Smoke.
Oh, running up a high ground like this on MY's hero is a difficult task. For Xavius, he's going to bear this task though. Starting with a Rolling Thunder, but MY, they're already back to the safety of their tier 3, and now it's going to be a Rolling Thunder on cooldown.
Yeah, I suppose Rolling Thunder is probably a little bit more important.
KMP will charge up, but look at the backstab. Lion Axe finds Force along with Mavis, so cutting the fight into really breaking the formation here, but still the rest of MY getting pushed further and further back as they're going to try and blow up Seri. They actually get the speed connection. Now with the blow-up damage, it's enough. They'll get rid of the Ember. Medusa standing on the front line as well, so it's going to prevent Natsumi from getting to deal with the back, but look at Lelouch. He's buying back, getting on top of the Lina, who doesn't have a buyback. Now the Fiend's grip as well. Mavis, they cut down Medusa. They'll turn to the Clockwork as well. 2 down without a buyback.
40 seconds. Lena's got buyback in 40 seconds. We'll see.
Real
If
fast. You don't have Glyph, 20 seconds. I mean, someone's going to put his body on the line, but I mean, Mars too, lacking a buyback.
he's got buyback
here.
at least.
Oh, okay, does
No.
apologies. Alright, so they get the tier 4.
There's BKB again. You just got to put your body in the way.
I mean, your thrones are fast. Like, someone's going to do something. Seri's going to make an attempt, but with Natsumi, all the priority put on the objectives. Lena's back alive, but we are going to a game 3. Is
but well, as long as Lionax doesn't hit him, he should be okay. Although Force, like, this is what I was talking about.
Oh no, level 1 Viper. They don't even need the Grimstroke. Force just going to end up going down. Looks like he just maybe tried to do as much damage as he could.
Good anyway is totally fine.
Again, they've got the level 2s and I mean, Force just TP'd back to lane. Come on, guys, leave me alone, he's saying, and they don't give him that opportunity.
Free pull, don't they? KNP pulling it back underneath the, behind the tier 1 tower, even pulling it onto the range creep. Nicely done.
Looks like Lionax should end up going down. It's going to give Force closer of a position towards level 3. And again, oh, that's a big kill on Natsumi. Okay, Mavis not able to prevent MY this time from getting the kill on the Terrorblade.
Right now, you know, you've got Xavius who's level 5, doing a great job, but it just feels so challenging, especially...
Eyes on top, Seri. Just completing the level 6, so it might give them the opportunity to burst down the Terrorblade. Oh, they tried to wait around too long, and our Stylus is even TPing over as well. Lelouch is still gonna fall just after he gets the kill on the Mars.
Tower is under attack. Radiant structures are
They're actually gonna look to take the fight bottom.
Dire's top
Seri's
tower
TPing down to
is
set
under
up
attack.
an incredible arena with the combination for the Solar Guardians. Plenty of burst damage to go through Natsumi, but they've still got to be cautious of the echo damage that'll push them back. But it looks like with the numbers overwhelming the side of Polaris, they'll end up losing 3. But Lelouch and Mavis looking to combine together to at least catch out some heroes that are sticking around for too long. Mavis has the Fiend's Grip up in a couple of seconds. He's actually going to turn to try and deal with the Mars instead, as Stylus doesn't have that quick and easy cancel. And Lelouch, I mean, recognizing they TP down bottom, so there's no easy escape as well.
Solar Guardian anymore, right? So they can feel very confident in taking this play.
AMP, he just used Phantom Strike as well. Lionax is going to have to play off the back of the cancellation, but the fissure prevents that. Beautiful positioning from Xavius, finding both the heroes, and look at how aggressive Polaris are playing.
So that's very good. And they're going to see them rotating through. Who are they going to be able to jump on? Because you've got this ultimate.
He's looking for the blink reveal as well. Great start to the fight here, but the arena controlling 2. A quick and easy burst is now MY.
I wouldn't hate it to just see him rush the Aghanim Scepter though.
Lionax jumps over the fissure line. They're still actually going to drop Echo and Sonic
2
Wave.
ultis.
Oh, you're happy with that.
Radiant's bottom
I'd
tower
be
is under
incredibly
attack.
happy,
Maybe
although not so much
if you lose the
catch out Sperry.
Mars. Oh. Grimstroke's trying to get in the area, but it's going to take a little bit too long for the cancel.
Radiant's bottom
We saw what could happen previously in a team fight in a close proximity, and they are all grouped up for this arena. Seri drops the arena, but now with the instant BKB from Lush is going to give them the opportunity, but they've still got issues to keep the Terrorblade alive. As that Shumi gets blown up, but it looks like still Polaris are happy to take the fight as Lelouch pouncing on 4 to catch out Stylus, but they're lacking a way to cancel the TP.
Alright, you can use a PA to split push.
They're going to look to jump. Nice timing from Lelouch, out to safety the fissure. Not enough to disrupt, so they'll just look to blow up the Viper and turn for any more afterwards. But KMP, he did use the BKB for the initial life, so they've got to be cautious of how long they stick around. And well, now with Natsumi wrapping on the backline to cut off the retreat, they'll be able to turn to deal with Seri next as well. And simultaneously, Mavis has even be able to catch out Lionax. A Nightmare after the long duration Fiend's Grip means that they'll find 3 for the price of 1. And why maybe they take the fight around their high ground. They're going to look to jump Natsumi, but he's able to get the BKB fast enough. Incredible reactions, and now Polaris, they'll just push him back like a bully. Oh, MY, retreat, but Seri's caught. Stylus as well outside the base. Who else can they look to run into? But
Radiant's
Oh,
middle
Xavier.
Oh, KMP. Oh no, Xavier's his
Dude.
positioning again.
oh, like
Radiant's
Xavier's,
middle barracks
along with Mavis, I mean Lelouch as well, everyone on the map. They're still gonna try and get BB involved, but he too has got to be relatively cautious. He's got enough mana to be able to blow up.
Oh, no.
You might just call it after that death.
Call it. Call it.
Alright, well, Sarah's gonna jump. They'll run into 2 along with the Solar Guardian. So all the AoE damage enough to blow up the Bane. They'll look to force next as well, the BKB. Give him an opportunity to retreat to safety. They'll also turn for the Earthshaker. So, signs of life, I suppose? Oh, Xavier's. They actually doesn't get the stun. So BB's able to turn it back around. They'll still blow up Sirius to the Mars, having no impact at the moment. But regardless, the use of the Solar Guardian on the backline is not enough to cancel the Fiend's grip as Mavis locks down the Storm for the full duration.
Why not? You got the meta. This is the time to close out the game. They're assuming that Storm doesn't have buyback, just like he didn't in that previous fight when they were going into the high ground.
They need to get rid of the Bane. They'll put the priority on that, a quick and easy burst. But now with the passive getting broken from KP, BKB on cooldown as well. So Natsumi just tears apart the Phantom Assassin. They'll deal with the outskirt heroes as well. So many buybacks, but I mean, is it worthwhile as Polaris? They've been unscathed through the initial fight. They'll turn it back on BB. Oof. Oh no. Okay, not enough to get the kill.
Not that they have issues killing buildings.
Oh, they're coming out the base. They'd love to kill Xavius. They don't really get the initiation with the Inkswell. The rest are dying, mirroring the move at the moment, but they're not there fast enough. And they'll look to TP out for Lion Axe. Lelouch doesn't have the ultimate to cut him down. At least they will catch out Style as they're trying to hide with the Centaur.
Solar Guardian back in, but you gotta go here. I mean, this is the
Where do
time.
they jump though? Lelouch trying to stop some of the blinks. Got the BKB out fast enough, and now, I mean, the initiation just going to be off the mark. It's more giving space for the side of Polaris to do the damage in regards to the objectives. Sari's going to drop to the northern side. They've ran into BB as well. And why they've showed fight though. You know, taking game 1, a solid performance from them. Game 2, for a majority of it, they looked really dominant. But for Polaris, just showing, you know, continuing with that hot streak here.
For sure. And eventually the GG is called. So a well-deserved victory coming through to Polaris. Like you said, a lot shakier than they might have been hoping.